The holiday season is coming to an end and we're heading into January, which doesn't have a slew of big retail releases to pick from. However, there is a plethora of quality downloadable titles and indie games coming, so in this video, we'll be taking a look at the top 5 upcoming PlayStation 4 games of January 2016. Number 5, Gone Home. Gone Home has been one of the most popular indie games ever since its initial release on PC back in 2013. Now, Fullbright is bringing the game over to the PS4. If you're expecting groundbreaking or revolutionary gameplay out of this, you're looking at the wrong game. Gone Home is primarily story-driven, but the story the game creates is a fantastic one. It's realistic, gripping, and told in a very unique way with its environments and audio.
Plus over 90 minutes of behind-the-scenes developer commentary.
When you ever get into a debate regarding whether or not games are art, Gone Home is a game that really feels like an art form. You can check out Gone Home on PS4 when it releases on January 12th. Number 4, Resident Evil 0. Originally a GameCube game released in 2002, Capcom is bringing an HD remaster of Resident Evil 0 to the current gen. Obviously, the game serves as a prequel to the first Resident Evil game, and the game itself is pretty good, although there are some glaring issues. The story left a lot to be desired, and the partner system gameplay wasn't the best.
This is kind of the beginning of the events that lead.
Resident Evil 0 releases on January 19th, and there will be a retail release titled Resident Evil The Origins Collection, which includes Resident Evil 0 and the Resident Evil HD remaster that was released earlier this year.
And a lot of people I feel like did, because like it was initially one platform, and it kind of, I don't know, I feel like over time, like the remake still maintained this great level of like mind.
Number 3, Amplitude HD. Developed by Harmonix, who nowadays are famous for their work on the Rock Band games, Amplitude is also a music game. In Amplitude, you play as a ship across 6 lanes of track, each representing an instrument with notes that you have to shoot to the beat of the music that's playing. Amplitude was released on the PlayStation 2 back in 2003, and while critics and fans raved about the game, it never achieved major commercial success. Now, thanks to a Kickstarter campaign, Amplitude is making a comeback on the PlayStation 4. With over 30 songs in the game, if you're a fan of music rhythm games, if you liked audio surf, check out Amplitude HD when it releases on January 12th. Number 2, This War of Mine, The Little Ones. In 2014, 11-Bit Studios released an excellent war and survival game on PC called This War of Mine. Now the game is coming to the PlayStation 4 in the form of This War of Mine, The Little Ones. The game is very strategic, where you play as a group of civilian survivors, and the goal of the game is to survive the war that's going on by gathering tools and materials in the world. The interesting thing about This War of Mine is that you just play as a group of regular civilians. Most of the characters don't have a military background or any survival experience, so it's a unique take on the war games. This new Little Ones edition will also be adding new missions and players as well. The game releases on January 29th. Number 1, The Witness. The game is being designed by Jonathan Blow, who is well known for creating one of the best indie games of all time in Braid. The Witness is a 3D puzzle game where the player explores an open-world island filled with natural and man-made structures. You progress through this world by solving different puzzles, and considering who the designer is, expect them to be extremely thoughtful and creative. The puzzles themselves are integrated into the game's open world setting, so they won't be linear at all. And in the game's island setting, there are also stations with audio recordings that provide background information to the world and add a story to the game. Hopefully Jonathan Blow delivers big once again when The Witness releases on January 26th. That wraps up our countdown of the top 5 upcoming PlayStation 4 games of January 2016. Let us know in the comment section down below if you're gonna pick any of these games up. Not many huge games, but a lot of quality indie games to expect in January. As always, thank you for watching, and goodbye.